Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US Indices for the 25th of September. So starting with the S&P on the weekly chart here, as you may know, we've got different ways that we can count this to the upside here. And the way that we are looking at it though is that we've got a top of wave 3 here, a wave 4 here, and we're looking for a wave 5 up here. But I must say that I can be easily wrong with this. I mean, I'm from Australia, and I see in Australia in some of our sectors, the move up here is actually a beautiful 5-wave structure that can be completed here, and we're actually going through an A wave and a B wave, and we're coming down for a C wave here. So because Australia is a little bit like a dog on a lead to the US, there is a really good chance that we could have 5 waves in here already for this, but I just don't know. So what I have been doing, as I've mentioned before, we're just working with what we do know and staying within in the structure that we're trading here. So as it stands at the moment, I guess what the takeaway from here is we need to be prepared for anything. So don't get locked into just what we're looking at here. We obviously knew that coming into the old high here, there would be a correction here, and it can happen in a variety of ways. It can happen that it would start just before the top. It can start at the top, or it can start above the top and shoot over. Whatever the case may be, it's highly likely to have a correction across the old high. This trend line here comes through quite nicely, a bit of a speed line from the bottom through here, so that's sort of in play here. Yeah, so we expected it. We're just working through it. That's all. So even though we don't have any answers, let's go in and have a bit of a look. As I've been counting to the upside here, this is one of the counts that I've been working with, as you know, and wave 1 and 2 here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. I'm not that keen on it because of the extension in the 5th wave here for wave 3, where we would normally see an extension in this particular structure here. But it's kind of okay in a way, because the range in each leg has been extending, and as you know, there's been money pumped into the system, even into ETFs, bond ETFs. There's 8.6 billion in $150 billion bond ETF bond market that has been bought into. So yeah, it's a bit of an unusual trend when so much money's being pumped in. So you've got to kind of take everything on board. However, at this stage, from wave 2 to the top of wave 3 here, we look for a 38.2% retracement level, which is down a little bit lower then I've got it here. It's sitting on a nice support of 3,200 here, but the 38.2 comes in roughly just around the 3150 area. So still, it can pull down another leg, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So let's take a closer look at this move down through here as we've got it so far on the 4-hour chart. So on the 4-hour chart here, from the top there, we've got it down as wave A here, an A and a B and a C wave here for wave B, and then I've been counting 5 waves down for wave C here in terms of wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 coming down here. And then yesterday we were also counting 5 waves into this low here to finish this leg off as well. So as this count stands, it's all done and dusted, and we should push up higher from this point. So Fridays normally and Monday are the bullish days in a bullish weekly cycle. So we'll see if that comes into play. But we do need to see a move come in above this top here for this, and that would help confirm it. Otherwise, this can actually drop a little bit lower, and this is what I wanted to talk about today. So let's just go into the hourly chart and pick it up from, well, we have wave A here, so an A and a B and a C for wave B here. And then we've got wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. And then 5 waves we were counting yesterday down into this low area through here. And then we wanted to see it push up from that point. So picking it up from wave 4 to wave 5 here on the 15-minute chart, breaking that down a little bit further from wave 4 here, we've got wave 1 and 2 and wave 3, so we end up with an A and a B and a C for wave 4, and then down for wave 5 here. So we started to buy in these spaces down here for this. But what concerns me a little bit is this structure moving to the upside and this structure moving to the downside. So this is what we need to talk about. So first of all, it would be nice to see the market take that top out. If that's the case, then I feel that we're on our way at that point. But what I am concerned about is that the market, and we'll break this down, I'll show you the reasons why I think this, is that the market can rally just to the 60% mark there, which is the 3260 roughly. So let me see, so the market can pull back down here a little bit and then move up there and then move down from that point. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. So we need to bring our stop into play. We can bring it up, or we'll get the right price for that in a moment. But I'll just take you in and have a look at this. I'll just show you my concern with this particular pattern that we're looking at. Let's go to the tick chart, which is 100 ticks. So from the low here, I don't need to go back, but that point there from the low here, we're looking, I'm trying to count 5 waves up here for this, but I can't seem to do it. I can go wave A, B, and a C wave here, which makes it corrective with 5 waves in it here. So it's making it a corrective wave here, and then also 2 in this leg here. I'm looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down here, so there'll be 5 waves in this first leg here. Then 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So if this is in 3 waves here, then that's corrective. And then if this is in 5 waves here, then we'll have, that's also in 5. So we'll have an A and a B and a C wave up into that space there a little bit further. This major, that looks like 5 waves here. So I was thinking that an A and a B and a C here, and then we'll come down for the B wave here, and then go up for wave C here of 2 at 3260. So I'm thinking that this market will have an A and a B and then a C wave up to here and then come down from that point. That's what I'm concerned about here, because it doesn't give me, from the low, it doesn't give me a nice 5 wave structure here. So if I have a look at excuse me. If I have a look at the NASDAQ from the low, this is also 100 ticks as well. It presents a slightly different case and a slightly better case, because I can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And then, well, we could look at this. We could look at this as wave 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave here, and the fourth wave and the fifth wave here with also 5 little waves in it. So in this case, it counts as 5 waves to the upside here, but I'm still left with this 5 waves to the downside here. This is 5 waves to the upside, so we'll have some sort of correction which we've had here, but I'm thinking that's in 5 waves. Let me just check. It looks like it's in 5 waves, so that would make B and come back up to the supply levels about here. So dropping down, but because we've got 5 here, after a correction, we should see another 5 up here. But with this market, it would only be bullish if, at this point, if the 11,000 was taken out here, this top was taken out, then we could be in a bullish pattern going higher from that point. When I look at the same thing on stocks, this is Apple here, just on 100 ticks. It's the same thing again here as well. I can count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here just. But I'm still left with 5 waves here for this. Google from the low here, so far we've been, I won't go into the bigger picture too much, but 1 and 2. all the way down for the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So I'm thinking we've got a low here. In this case, it's good. I like this because, oh, I'm not sure about this little guy in here, but what I do like is this here appears to be corrective to me, an A and a B and a C wave here for this. So this can push up higher because this is, if this was going to be wave 1 here and then back for wave 2 here, this is rather time consuming, it's rather big compared to this little move here. So it does make a sensible A, B, C pattern at this point. Amazon, let's just have a look at it on 100 ticks. So, well, down from the top, it's been pretty simple. It's an A, B, C for the B wave, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So I've been watching, this counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here reasonably well. But the problem here is that this also looks a bit, oh, does it? No, that's an A and a B and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is looking quite good. So you can go long on Amazon across the top here for this. Not the most perfect sort of setup from where we're coming from, but yeah, I mean, if it goes down, well, then you obviously haven't been triggered in long at that point. So if that top gets taken out, just put the stop under here. Always put the stop under the level. Facebook's not much for chop at the moment. It really sort of hasn't gotten off its low here. And the thing that bothers me about Facebook, this is very much like Australian markets where from the top here, we've actually got 5 waves down here. So I'm looking for a B wave and a C wave back here for wave 2. So I think that, you know, I think markets can be like this, you know. But anyway, I won't go into that at this point in time. We're just working off the lows here, and we've just had a look at the stocks that are going to push the index around. So we'll see. We'll just have to see. But if you're long at the moment, then stops really need to go under this low here. You can bring it up a little bit, but not much. And you can also short below here as well, because if that gets taken out, then the previous low is going to get taken out. This is the Nasdaq 100, sorry, and this back to the S&P here. So we've looked at this here. This counts as an ABC pattern to the upside. And then we've got 5 waves down here. So technically we'd see an A and maybe the ABC's in here somewhere, but a push up to this point and then drop from that point. If this top gets taken out, well then all lights are green and we can go from that point. The second thing here is this number here, the 3,300. So the 3,000 is a major level and the 300 is a minor level. And if we get support on the minor level here, tested support, and I mean this tested support here, so this is 3,300 here. We have the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level. It's a process, you know, but once you understand it, then it makes life much easier for yourself. So, but that's what we're looking for on the 3,300 over here. We need to wait for that reference point high to come in. It could come in at, if this is 300 across here, then it can go up to, well, subgroup 1 will be 10, 20 and 30 here. It can go above 30 as long as it doesn't find support on 30. If it finds support on 30, then it's not going to come back. So just to look at this here, if this is 300 is the top of minor group 1, and then 10, 20 and 30 here is subgroup 1. So if we get support on top of subgroup 1, the 3,330, then we're not going to come back at that point. So if it goes up here and finds a tested support on this level here, then it's not going to pull back to this area. It's going to be pulled up to the next level, which will be the number 5. So from 3 to 5. So that's quite important, that level. But a lot of the time the market can just push up to 40 or just above it and then come back down and fail to find support on there and drop back down. And when it drops back down, if the number 2 becomes the resistance, then it's going to be pulled to the closest largest number, which would be the 300 at that point. So the 2 is really valuable to understand. So every number is really important to understand. It just takes time and you need to see it for yourself, because if you don't get it yourself, then it's kind of useless. So anyway, just to recap this a little bit on this chart here, we're looking to, build a position on the long side. Unfortunately, this here is not giving me the right pattern here, but all's not lost, because I can see in some of the stocks that it could be counted in 5 waves to the upside. So a little bit of a tricky one, but then I've also got this 5 waves down through here as well. So that's a little bit tricky as well. So we'll see what pans out of that. I mean, at minimum, it could be an A wave and a B wave to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I doubt it. Looks like a typical 4th wave to me, but yeah, because we've got 1 here and then 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So yeah, look, let's just see what may, and we just got to go with it, really. So just to recap, this top here gets taken out, then life is looking good. We want some tested support on the 3,300, and that's your safe trade to the upside. And the stop really has to go, if you're long at the moment, then if we could put the stop under here, but you could probably bring it up a little bit higher here. I'm just worried that this is an A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave here. Come down for the B wave here, which is things move quite quickly, and then wave C up here into this area, through here into this space. Unless that's 3 waves down. It looks like 5 to me, but anyway, it doesn't really matter at this stage. Your stop can go anywhere in here, so probably 32 would be one side of it. The other one would be 32 if you're going to go above 5, then you're 36. So that's probably as high as you want to get to that area here for that. So with that news, let's just go back to the hourly chart. And 15-minute chart, was it? Can't remember what we did. Okay, so yeah, we talked about buying in all down through here yesterday. Didn't quite get the 32 buy, but got close to it. So this one here, that's the 31.8. So really could go 32, 31.6. That would be good, because you don't want to put things on whole numbers if you can get away with it, So let's just assume that we've got a couple of positions in here at the moment, okay? So if this top gets taken out, then we'll copy that. We want to be adding to the position at that stage. Let's see if we can do better than that. I'm going to put it there. So that's at 32.72. So that would be group 2 in here. Group 2 would be well, from 3,200, from 200 to 300, we've got the numbers 1, 2, and 3 here that make up group 1. 50 the midpoint, 65, 72 in here, and 80 that make up group 2. So what we want to see here to go along is you want the 32.72 here, that number there, you want it as a tested support. And if you get a tested support there, then you're on your way. And then we're also going to look to add on top of this level here. Don't need both of those, sorry. We're going to add on this level here as well, because if everything is equal, just coming back to, let's check out the hourly chart, might have to go to the 4-hour chart. Yeah, if the 3,300 becomes the support, let's just assume it may not be the case, but if it does become the support, the general idea is to build in a trade on top of that And then also through here as well, like 10, 20, and 30 here. That's all of group 1, that's subgroup 1 of minor group 1. So we want to build 3 trades or 4 trades into there. And then if the 3,330 becomes the tested support, then we know that the market's leaving the 300 and it will push up to the 5 here at the next level. And then move up. You can also add on top of that level, and then we'll be up and we don't need to add any more at that point, because what we need to be mindful of next is, if we go back to the 4-hour chart, let's just assume it looks like the market can come down, but let's just assume for a moment that the market keeps building up and we keep building in positions. Then we've got to look at this situation where this A, B, and C wave here may just be the A wave here, because wave 4s get complicated. So all of this leg here may just become the A wave here, and then this will be the 61.8% here. That's probably a little bit higher based on that current low there. So we'll just move that up there for the moment. So that's really our target area here at this level. This is where the bigger correction that we're going to see come into play. So that would be our target area at that point. The market can just keep continuing to go through that, but there will be some sort of corrective pattern here. We're probably better off taking the money close to 34 and then working the position. We can leave some skin in the game, it's not a big deal, but we certainly need to take a big chunk off the table at that point, because if the market is going to fail, that's where it can fail from, and then come into a C wave, so an A and a B and a C wave. But it would be a bit more of a flat correction at that point, because we've only got 3 waves down here. See, if we have, let's just get rid of this. Because we've only got 3 waves in this move here, it would become part of the flat family, or even a triangle actually. So a triangle can emerge from this particular pattern here as well. So an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, a D wave, and an E wave here, and then up from there. But if it's just going to be a normal flat correction, then it'll be an A wave here. The B wave can actually, in a flat correction, come back up much higher up here, and then the C wave would be here. And in fact, this here would be in 3 waves here for this, the B wave like that. And then the C wave would be in 5 waves, giving us this, and it's kind of flat because it's flat here and flat here in a way, but it's a 3-3-5 structure for that. But as it stands as 3 waves here, then it's also got the ability to just go in and make new highs at that point. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we need to prepare for all of the outcomes. We need to basically manage it the best we can. So, yeah. But the good news is that because this is in 3 waves here, at this stage anyway, unless this keeps cascading down, if we can move up into this space, move above the 61.8% from this low here, then we can confirm that all of this is corrective, and at some point in the future we will make new highs above this level here. So there's a lot going on that needs to be considered, but for the time being we've spoken about this here, and our target will be up into the 3400 at this point. And then if we get a tested support on that, then we'll build back in at that point. And we'll also see too if we get 5 waves to this level here, or do we get 3 waves to this level? That's the other point we need to look at as well. So a bit to discuss on the way, but Friday is normally bullish. So let's see if that is the case. And if it is bullish on Friday and closes fairly firmly on Friday, then you can expect Monday to follow through straight off the bat. And then Tuesday morning, you'll see some profit taking on those strong moves of Friday and Monday. But after that profit taking, then you'll see the trend resume again, and normally it's the Wednesdays and Thursdays that give you the sort of swing days that take out your stops and things like that. So it's good to know that pattern, because if it plays out, then you and you're in it, then you know, you can understand more of what's occurring in the market. Okay, well, let's just see if we push up off this lows here. It's just looking a little bit shaky, as I mentioned, but I'm hopeful. Let's see. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Cheers.